Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. 14. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and 16. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot, but when you have
all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ryan. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Damian Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The Broncos first down.
Hey, ready? Lock 80.
Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Broncos 14, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, we're
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Mike Evans.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Switch. 24 is the mic. Hey. Check. Pick the edge. 21. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Mike 54.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Allen's got it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
To throw again, Ryan. He finds his target. It's Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
24's the Mike. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
49-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Wait. Check 26. Check.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
55. Hey, Sam.
Throwing again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
56. Mike. Check. 56. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focused on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Denver.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38, Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Touchdown, Jets. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Broncos.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Broncos.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A.J. Green. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. What's basic? 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. It was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Again, it's Bell. He's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Carter on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
50-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. K1 short with a tremendous surge there to penetrate upfield and make the tackle. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't know no better.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got man, it's Sutton that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reacting and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Bell.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give right side. It's Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Bell, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's
so on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
26-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now
yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition, boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission, running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog, turn the whole field to a schoolyard, bunch of students ain't eating round here, I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear, put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier, show no love, got the confidence, no fear, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, okay, yeah, can I hit that, okay, yeah, can I hit that, can I hit that, okay, can I hit that, yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this, okay, now what's left on them, told you I'ma flex on them, I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them, gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them, I secured the safe, for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh, only winning is exception, ain't no truce, ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh, only winning is exception on my crew, yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this,